Okay, guys, we are going to review the do now. For the first question, we need to look at these problems here, where it says which chart represents the best placement for the numbers. What I want you guys to pay attention first and foremost is, do the circles match what we normally see? Yes, we are missing the natural numbers from all our answer choices. But if you notice, there are two answer choices that the order of the circles is incorrect. Remember in our example, like originally, right, we could have our class, and then inside that, or outside of that circle was sixth grade, right? And then out of that was mighty. So we have a very specific order, and you have to pay attention. And let's look at the first one. Does it go whole number, integer, rational? Yes, so maybe that's an answer. Does it go whole number, integer, rational? Yes, so that could be one. But look here, if you noticed, those are switched. So immediately I know that that is not an answer choice. This one is the same thing. The rational numbers, they don't go in the center. So that's a wrong answer choice as well. So now I've eliminated it and I have two answer choices left. And the one thing that is super curious, and I don't know about you guys, is seeing this fraction. Why is the fraction in the whole number? Shouldn't that be a rational number because it's a fraction? Well, if you remember, when you have a fraction, if we can simplify it into a whole number, so something that doesn't have a part, then it can be a whole number, and it has to be positive. So we know it's positive. 12 fourths, that's the same thing as 12 divided by 4. Or if you wanted to think about it in terms of like a drawing, you're splitting something into fourths. You need to shade in 12 pieces. Do you have enough for 12 pieces? No. That's 4 pieces, and you'd have to draw another one. I know, like, my drawing's not great because we're on the computer. So I'd have to draw 3 whole things, and I could shade in 12 pieces now. So my answer would be that 12 fourths is equivalent to 3 wholes. So that is a whole number. So then we are left with one other thing, is understanding if looks like -2 is an integer, which is correct because the opposite of -2 is +2, and +2 is a whole number. So therefore, the -2 is an integer because integers can be positive or negative. So the last option we have is thinking is -1.5 an integer or a rational number. Let's do the same logic I just did with -2, +2. If I take the opposite of 1.5, remembering my definition for integers is the opposite of all whole numbers and their opposite. So let's take the opposite of a negative. I have 1.5. Is that a whole number? No. So it is not an integer, which means my answer is the first one. Then we'll go down to the next one. This one, I know you guys got. The answer is B. Remember, the opposite of 5, that's a +5, is -5. So you're going to find the point that represents -5, and that is answer choice B. The last one, it's asking to fill in the blank with greater than, less than, or equal to. That should be an equal to sign. So let's look at it. -6 and -4. Is -6 greater than -4, less than -4? Or equal to? Well, it's definitely not equal to. And then remember, when we think about temperature, I want you to think which one is actually a little bit warmer, -6 or -4 degrees. Well, -4 degrees is closer to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 stops instead of 6. So that means it's actually going to be a little bit warmer. So the fill in the blank is going to be -6 is less than 4.